Good morning, Pipers. Hope you're all well. If you've been watching all three of these videos back to back, you'll see me saying same thing, smoking the same pipe, the same tobacco. If you haven't seen, if you're watching it as a standalone episode, Virginia Cream, highly recommended, aromatic crossover from GLPs. And smoking it in my bent billiard, which this next commission is based on. Pop that down. So this next one, Arcturus, I've called it, because, let's get it out, it has Arcturian amber stem, Eldridge, and it's a big old natural, kind of like, I'm pushing boundaries here, well, pushing tenuous links, the sun. So the Arcturus obviously is the biggest star in the northern hemisphere. I think it's fourth biggest star overall, and yeah, it's pretty cool. So a bit of a tenuous name, but let's have a look at the pipe. So when I was doing this pipe for Mark, who is it Mark JD 1974 on Instagram, I think. He wanted a billiard like that one of mine, and so I started doing it, and as soon as I started blasting it, there wasn't a pit appeared at all, not one in there. And so I suggested we leave it natural, because all this lovely straight grain, as it gets smoke and the pipe gets darker, will start to become more pronounced, and it'll just age with beauty. And he was going to have it tan anyway, so it's not far off. It's just a bit of a shade lighter than tan, I guess. So it's just in an oiled finish, lovely bird's eye on top, and then it's got lots of ring grain, but it were a really fine blast. It were quite a hard bitter wood to blast. We've got some bird's eye on this side, but hopefully the light is picking up on all this grain and these rings. See the rings there, quite good. And then we've got a bronze shank ring, and this Arcturian amber, which, if I pop some light behind it, you can see that it is fairly translucent. There we have it. So there you can see the floating. So in the right light is amber, a dark amber, but if you don't know, it just looks black, and it contrasts well with this natural and the ring. There's the slot. Really cool pipe. I just love natural pipes. Just the fun of seeing them darken up naturally over age is just fantastic, and hopefully one day it'll be a nice dark brown, and all that grain will just pop through. There you can see quite a few rings. This is where I should have held it in the first place. There we can see the rings. So yeah, Arcturus, the last of the three. So I think this one's going to New York. First one will go to New York. and the second one's stopping in England, Big Phil's. I'll mention what I'm watching on TV quickly. The Sandman is just amazing. Neil Gaiman, love it. I think I'm on it. I've done 8 episodes, so I've 2 to go. It's just blown my mind. Great series, and hopefully there'll be like maybe another 9 series if they do the full 10 volumes. We shall see. It's put Better Call Saul on back burner. I think there's only 2 episodes of that to go, but I'm just obsessed with Sandman, so I want to finish that first. And I've also noticed that Lock and Key looks like it's back on Netflix, which I love the first 2 seasons, so I'll definitely be watching that. If you haven't watched them, it's good fun. Is Lock and Key. And yeah, Sopranos got left in the back, and then before we know it, there'll be the Rings of Power and House of Dragon, the Game of Thrones prequel. So it's like there's a lot of TV, a lot of good TV, and I know already like the Sandman, Rings of Power, maybe Game of Thrones I've heard a bit, but you know people are just calling them already, saying, oh, this ain't right, that ain't right, this ain't true, that ain't true. It's like, take Sandman for example. I mean, that was just like an ultimate graphic novel, and it's you know, it's never going to be as good. You just got to be thankful that you get to watch something on the TV rather than shitty game shows and what have you. So take it for what it is. Same with Rings of Power when that comes. Like they did with Lord of the Rings, called it against the books. Yeah, it's never going to be as good as books. With books, it's your own imagination, so it's as good as you want it to be, and that's someone else's vision. But surely it's better than watching fucking Strike It Lucky or some shit on TV. So be thankful that we get these series made, and I suppose it's really only the geeks, you know, they're picking fault with it, but I don't know why. Just, you know, if you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. Let rest of us enjoy it for what it is. Little rant there. But yeah, so few commissions out at way there. If you want a commission, get in touch somewhere in description, loads of ways. And I've got another commission to start now. I've got a couple of pipes, available pipes should be coming up hopefully next week if I can finish them up, and all's good in the pipe making world. So as ever, my friends, enjoy your smokes, enjoy your weekend, and stay smoky, my friends.